Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with the weekly news in review for April 13th, 2025. It's been a week. Definitely has. And I don't know, has it been a fire week? Has it been a shiny week? Look at those thighs. It might actually be reflective. And I do want to say that there's not a ton of Masterpiece news, but I'm going to cover Fans Toys and X-Transbots release schedules, and if you're disappointed in any of it, point all those comments to the comments section. Next, still got their Haulathon going on right here. This is a drop. There's other things going on for the other drops. I will chime in on this, on what I've seen, what I have gotten. I did go on a road trip this week, so that's going to be part of this news. Some fun stuff that I found. No, I did not find this. We will talk about some G.I. Joe, some Cobra Bats, some Python Patrol, more stuff from Target that we need to talk about, and I'll look up who this guy is that found the Chitara, and we'll celebrate that. Then there's some TMNT gangstas, and some Haulathon there. Gremlins are causing some trouble in 3.75 inch, what, really 2 inch or something like that. And then there is some Star Wars news this week. I will talk about, I guess, all of it, because all 4 stories and more coming up. First, I want to talk about the Xing Zhang Mechanical Planet Cybertron Transformers Primus. This thing is only 7 inches tall, 7.87, so maybe 8 inches tall, and it does actually transform into a planet. I'll show that here in just a second. But there's a review already up for Mang Motion. He's got that. He seems to be doing all these reviews kind of right away. Here's the planet mode. It's small, but because it's small, it's only $25. Oh, 20 bucks. Oh, that's not too bad. And with that, let's move to the next one. I have to move on, or else I'm just going to order that thing, because I kind of want that little 8-inch planet for some reason. I can't explain why. Warhammer Joy Toy. This is, what do they call this one? The Horus Hersey Alpha Legion Lernian Terminator with Volkite Charger. I gotta say, these things look really cool. This is $53. It's really not all that expensive if you think about it. Well, it is only 5.39 inches tall. So, I mean, I guess $50 for 5 inches, that's $10 an inch. But it looks cool, it's interesting. But I've had a lot of people on the channel talking about the Warhammer stuff, the Joy Toy stuff. Mostly, probably because I talk about Shozi a lot, and it's one of the few places you can get it. There's currently a sale for Ron Ironhide, $120, X-Transbots, the MX-47. This is a prelude to what we're going to talk about with Fans Toys and their release schedule, but I do believe this is because Fans Toys is coming relatively soon. It's months out, but relatively soon. And then the Ratchet, it's $130. And I do believe Shozi has a workaround. I'm not talking about it. I know specifically exactly what I expect to happen, but I'm not talking about it yet. But I've seen a possible workaround to the tariffs. Anyway, let's get right into the Voltron news, which I think is pretty big this week. Now, we do have this here. This one is the Voltron Defender of the Universe Robo Dow Retro Toy Edition, meaning it's got vac metallized stuff on it, which this is a bait and switch. It's a cash cow, whatever you want to talk about. But it's 10.6 inches tall. The first one did not have vac metal, and I bought the first one. And I would buy this again like an idiot to get vac metal on it, but it looks really good. I mean, I think they've done a great job with it. One of the things that I did kind of like about Voltron in the original day was the vac metal on it, and I did not like the fact that it was lacking. I gave it a pass, I guess. They did sort of copy what Bandai did, and with that, I mean, it's kind of, yeah, they did copy it. There's others out there that are doing this vac metal stuff, and now we're seeing in 2025 3 of these options for vac metal. Now this will go up for pre-order on the 15th. So, same day, same day that taxes are due, right? The April 15th tax deadline. Kind of funny. And we're stuck in that sort of tax twilight where people that got their returns back in early February have spent through most of it or all of it. And then the rest of the people that owe are trying to figure out how to scramble together to get this payment. So this is a twilight time, tough time to have a release. But the pre-order on this goes live April 15th. BBTS currently has this Toonami one. And I don't know the price of what we're going to see from the 3.0 one. I assume around the $300 mark, $340. This one's $340. I have this one, but this one has the die cast in it. So the one I have is only all plastic, and I got mine for cheap. I paid like $100 for mine, used. But this one here is $340 at BBTS. It looks pretty good. I think it's a little taller than what 3.0 did. But at the end of the day, good looking figure, but it has its shortcomings. I hope they tighten up the hip joints to handle the die cast, because I understand past releases of Toonami did not have enough tension in the hips to handle the die cast. And then we still have up for order, and I believe this has VAC Metal, the VAC Metal upgraded one, which again, wish I would have waited in a way, but Bandai's Soul Chigoken one, this one does actually look pretty good. But the thing about this one here is the fact that it's almost $400, $379 at BBTS. And I've got to say that I kind of think the 3.0 one is the best of the three options. So, yeah, that's my belief. But I don't have all the VAC Metal ones and diecast and all that kind of stuff to make a comparison. These are the options that are out there. The Fans Toys news brings all the collectors to the yard, and their life is great sometimes. But with this, look at this release schedule. If you look at this top left, you know, it's like got it. Oh, we just got FT32B. I just got it in the mail. Probably Monday that review will be up, maybe Tuesday. And then that means that what's next? What's next is Bandit, Dead End, the end of an era. And it's kind of highlighted too, like that's the next one. This is from the site. I was told the site's not an official site, but whatever. If you just type in Fans Toys Releases, this pops up. There you go. And I think we were expecting June or July on this. Might come a little sooner. Not really sure. It might take them 2 months to finish manufacturing and ship this out, but they might even be done manufacturing it and it shipping soon. Then there's FT21. So another 7-year project coming due, and that is their Blitzwing, and it looks pretty good. Will it be better than Star Toys? Will it look better than Star Toys? Will it look twice the price? I don't know. What will the true price be? I don't know. And then down in the bottom left, we've got FMO3, FMO4, fantastic model. It's still Fans Toys, but fantastic model. And it's going to be their Ironhide and the Ratchet. And this is going to be a nice, fun side-by-side comparison, and which one's better, which one does what better. And you're going to see a lot of that with those guys. It's going to be a lot of fun there. And then we've got, of course, their admission that they don't like their 1.0 Galvatron with the FT59 version. And then yet another Constructicon by the end of the year. I don't see anything else past this, and this is actually quite aggressive for the next 8 months. So what exactly is X-Transbots? Well, they're up to pretty much 2 things, but right now they have this. This is the X-Transbots, what are they calling it? It is MX22 SG Shatterglass Commander Stacks, and it is an Agabus.com and Botcom 2025 exclusive. If you guys want me to make a video about tariffs, I will. I believe Show Z's got a workaround. I've got 2 or 3 things to discuss about that, but I don't want to say it in the news. This is basically Agabus saying that they've halted the shipment because they don't know what's going to go on with tariffs. They don't think it'll hit the shores in time before May 2nd. So it's getting real out there in the streets, guys. But what's the end game here? And I don't know what's going to happen with this. And so many people have already prepaid for this. And Agabus has paid for this. So a lot of questions. Oh, never mind. They're not part of the Minimus thing that's going to go on May 2nd. So they're already dealing with it. They're already dealing with the tariffs. As opposed to people like me, just independent people buying their stuff straight from China, have kind of free reign till then. Alright, we've got some more pictures of good old MMC, and this is their Ocular Max PS27 Deletus. Now, we have seen some pictures in the past, but these are official pictures. They look pretty good. I'm sorry, I thought this thing was built. I mean, I think I've seen this at every single con. I thought this thing was built and done, ready to go. But I will say this. This one here, out of all of the figures, is the most controversial because it is a leg that needs to support the combiner, and it needs to not fall over and topple over, but the design is really a terrible design from conception back in the 80s, and even the vintage one has trouble with it. Almost everyone has trouble with this. I mean, the Fans Toys one put a whole giant chunk of metal in there to make their stable. I mean, you just add a chunk of metal and it made it stable, but this is not going to get the added chunk of metal. I still think overall MMC is going to be a solid option. Alrighty then, we've got a premium collectible studio museum scale Unicron statue, and this thing is big. It's 28 inches tall, sits atop a throne. We will touch on that. And it's at a reasonable price of only $3,500. But if you order it early, it'll be $3,325. That's a steal at that price. Do not pass on that. I'm not touching $3,000 statues. Now, some people do. I mean, more power to you. You know, you're still making the six-figure incomes. Great job. But, man, that is crazy. I do want to say this, though. Did he chisel down Pluto? That's factually wrong. But how on earth do you find a planet-size throne? Like, how does a planet find a throne big enough to sit in? I mean, this is illogical. Where's Spock? Highly illogical. And that's not the only statue this week. Premium Studios, Collectibles, Museum, Scale, Optimus Prime, Deluxe Jet Convoy Edition statue. And it's official pre-orders. This one's a very expensive one. $24.99, but the Jet Convoy version that includes a jetpack, looks like he's formed by his trailer, is $44.99. $4,500. Anyway, pretty cool looking stuff though. I mean, one of the things about this is there's only so many that are made. A lot of this is hand painted, and that's where they get the prices from. And I mean, some of these only have a run of 50. I don't know how many. I don't see it in here, how many are going to get made, but yeah, a lot of these only have a run of 50. This is 34 inches by 40 inches wide by 32 inches deep. All right, so this is one of those things I talked about, the Yolo Park AMK Pro Series last night, Optimus Prime, the eye light color upgrade. So anything that's shipping now, that they've manufactured and shipped out as of today, is going to get two different sets of translucent blue eye, translucent purple eye. So you got two options. I downloaded both pictures. I don't see a difference in the color in the two pictures so much, but anyhow, I think it's kind of cool that they're making changes and improvements, but I will go on record. I think Last Night is probably the least represented movie property out there. I mean, Rise of the Beast was heavily represented. Last Night, I barely saw it on shelves. Then I saw it all clearance out, and then I haven't seen anything, hardly anything since. But I'll probably pick this up simply because I have absolutely no representation of Last Night Prime. Got a couple other characters, though. Yolo Park website, $56.99. I think it's like $60 at Show Z though, so it's a little more at Show Z. All right, I guess I just really didn't find anything significant for Legends that we haven't already seen a lot of. So we're jumping straight to Hasbro. Hasbro? EarthSpark Soundwave in-hand images. Now, before I go into this, I want to ask a question. Would you rather have a completely, entirely all-new character? Like, they make something up like a Nightshade. Or would you rather have Soundwave reincarnated into this? Or, this is technically re-reincarnated, but EarthSpark Deluxe Soundwave in-hand images that you can look at right here. Curious what you think. I need to know for my own reasons. Would you rather have a new character or reincarnated Soundwave, which is what this guy is. This is what he turns into. We've seen this before too, so this is everything old is new again in a way. I should do a little research and figure out exactly what era we saw Soundwave turn into something like this, but we have seen him turn into something similar in the past, but not. This is a little cleaner than what he turned into in the past, but I remember that Soundwave. Still, it's cool, it's interesting, it's an interesting looking figure, and it's a fun figure, but I'm noticing, and I'm not mad at all, because Hasbro's doing what they should do, targeting kids. They really are targeting kids with this figure and everything else I'm about to talk about. Alright, Transformers Wild King Episode 3, available online. I watched this, and it's alright. It's okay. It's definitely targeting kids. And I'm okay with that, because that's what cartoons and stuff should be. Now, we live in a different age, and we don't have the same captive audience of kids only get 3 channels to watch cartoons on. Now they have just an unlimited amount of streaming options based on, you know, whatever your family signed up for, or you just go on YouTube and you can watch millions of different types of content and all this stuff, anime and all that kind of stuff that is available to you. So with this, targeting kids specifically is what they should do on all the different formats, making it easy to get, easy to find, easy to enjoy, and with that, that's what we get right here. Now, then they make stickers. I'm not interested in this at all. And, you know, it's like I'm reporting news and I just don't care about it, but at the same time, I understand the importance of it. So this is the Transformers Age of Extinction line stickers and themes in Japan. That's Japanese only. Some of the stuff might translate itself over to here, but as you can see, they're targeting between, whether it's Takara, whether it's Hasbro, targeting the Japanese market on this one here, and it works. But there's even more than that. Now there's this special set in official Toys R Us Japan website, which for all of you just want to take a moment of silence for Toys R Us, go ahead and do that. I'm not doing that though. Wild King Lightning Shield and Lightning Sword set. Now this is if you are to spend 5,000 yen, including tax, in Wild Kingdom products from April 26th to the 12th, and while supplies last, you can get one of 3,000 sets, so it's very limited for a kid market, targeting children, and this whole setup, this whole thing is targeting kids. Collectors might pick it up just because it's an oddity and it transforms and all that kind of stuff, but really, targeting kids. This all started because they targeted us in the 80s. Alright, this is my transition period. I'm going to transition from Transformers into other stuff, but I have a lot more to say. And with this, I had a road trip this last week, and I took my wife, or my wife took me. How does that work? We went together. That's what I'm going to say. And with this, I was able to break away and do toy hunts and hit like 8 places on my own. Fast. I'm very efficient at everything I do. And I found a Bone Crusher. I actually found 2, and my son was ticked at me. I didn't buy it. And I was like, you said you didn't care. So you guys were actually right that said, go ahead and just buy it for your son. You know he's going to want it. And he was so mad I didn't get him one. So I'll get him one. I mean, I've still got my pre-order at BBTS. It's $1 more. Well, yeah, for now. And with that, it's so much fun to actually see new product on shelves. It feels like months since I've seen new product on shelves that I actually cared about. And I did get the Aerobots locally, but I didn't see any Constructicons anywhere locally. Now I'm just going to hit all the road trip stuff now, get into news, and then kind of come back to what I'm pointing out. But this is what I see Star Wars wise. Oddly enough, more than I expected out in the wild. And we'll get back to this. But can you spot what really irritates the snot out of me in this picture? I'll be back to it, I hope. I found it fun that I saw these. I was like, oh, am I ever going to find these in the wild? I didn't buy them, though. I should have. Now I'm kicking myself. I should have. But I'd already spent like $130, and I'm like, it's more than I expect to spend a day. And so I didn't. I mean, I'm trying to be fiscally responsible. Trying. Okay. This is fiscal responsibility. I did not buy these when they were at the store for like $13 or whatever they were. Maybe they were only 10. They might have only been 10. Well, they're 5. I didn't get the price in this picture very well. So I got one of each, and this is Ollie's. $5. And yeah, it paid to wait. Patience saved pockets here. And by the way, I also found at GameStop some of the Fry Features ones, and they were on clearance for like $12. And then I used my $5 discount and all that $5 whatever monthly thing. Ended up walking out of there for $12 for 2 figures. Another Star Wars thing, and I probably won't come back to this, but I wasn't going to buy this from the Ahsoka series. It is Grand Admiral Thrawn, but from the live action show. But for $6, hard to turn down. He does look pretty good. All right, so this bat was found at a Target. Now we've seen this as like a preview or it's coming, but now it's the here and the now. So get out there to your Targets and start looking, and I will look, but of course I will probably not find this live in person for the next 6 months, but curious and wondering if you're going to get it at BBTS or those other places, but it's on the shores right now. So I'm going to talk about some Haulathon stuff here, and I'm just going to talk about this picture. We've got these gangsta turtles. I'm not sure the point of that. I have not seen these yet. I don't really care, but I haven't seen them. And then we've got some Beetlejuice stuff. Now I did get the one where he's in his kind of striped suit. It's all I want. I'm coming up with excuses to forgive Michael Keaton for all his things he's done. Then there's that TMNT kind of ghost looking set. Don't know anything about it. I saw it at Target. It looks cool, but I'm turtled out, so I passed, and I'm not going to convince myself to buy it for $60. That's kind of crazy. All right, we got Walking Dead, High Toys, Merle, Dixon, and I didn't really know they were doing all these Walking Dead figures. It's $25 and 1/18 scale, and it comes with like another assault rifle, swappable hands, the pistol, a stand, part of a stand, or something like that. But looks pretty cool. I was just unaware that they were making all these Walking Dead figures in 3.75 inch scale. Fun stuff. Oh, by the way, it only comes with one additional hand because his other arm is missing a hand. Now, this is the Maximum Series Hulk, and I know the debate. Here's what everybody's got to say about this thing. That it's overpriced, it's reuse of an old mold, it sucks, whatever. And it probably will sell out. I don't know. I pre-ordered mine at BBTS. This week we got it in at BBTS, or pre-orders in at BBTS. And I pre-ordered mine. $60. I mean, I couldn't see a 98th Spider-Man for $50. I didn't touch that. But I don't even own one. I don't even own one Incredible Hulk figure. Not one at all. Maybe I got like a cheap junk one at a garage sale for 50 cents. I don't even know. But I don't own one. This is supposed to be the best of the best, premium of the most premium. So if I own one, why not this one? And for $60, I mean, it's not the end of the world. So I pre-ordered it. I'm going to get this. I'm the guy that's going to get this. I don't ever plan on buying another Hulk till the day I die. All right, another thing. I don't even know if this falls as Haulathon because I've seen it at Walmart forever. It says it's up for pre-order link at BBTS, Entertainment Earth, Chosen Prime, Toy Geeks, which is, I believe that's TF Source. And the thing about this is that you can put Krang on his head. It looks good. I think it's the same new body that we get for the one that's going to show up at Target for the Haulathon. But I want the Target one. I don't care about this. I've seen like 50 of this thing floating around. Have yet to see the one from Target, and now we will buy two because I love that Shredder. Shredder's probably my favorite part about TMNT. I'll just be honest, but Protos are okay. Shredder's awesome. But I want the Super Toon look, and I understand that's an even better version of the figures than the one that originally was released. Alright, so we've got some stuff going on here for DC Multiverse Roundup, Year 1, Cowboy, Batman, Sidney, Alfred, and whatever that means. I don't think I'm in on any of these. They look cool, though. I mean, I understand where, you know, they come from, the Alfred and all that kind of stuff, and they look good. But, I mean, how much Batman stuff can be made? I mean, I think they've jumped the shark at this point 6 times. All right, we got Reaction Gremlins, 2 figures with a Mogwai and a Gremlin figure. The new batch. So this stuff looked kind of cool. If you're in on it, then you might want to start checking out all the places you buy the Reaction stuff. And I think this stuff works really well for the 5 POA. I think it works really well. But should this have been a 2-pack? I would think so. I mean, it's 20 bucks each is a lot to ask for these figures, even with all the accessories and all the fun you might have. But looks cool. I have to admit, it is pretty cool. All right, so this guy is from Camp Crystal Lake Collector. He found Chitara. Now, doesn't really go into the details of where is Tigra. I'm guessing this guy found Chitara, assumed Tigra shipped at the same time, but we don't know. Is it shipped in cases of Chitara, cases of Tigra, mixed between the two, and then all the Tigras sold out by the time this guy got there? Because there's no pictures of Tigra, which is what everybody wants, by the way. I just don't see the point of Chitara. Yes, I'll probably buy one. Probably. But I pre-ordered Tigra specifically because I want to see the difference. And I also want to say that pre-orders are sold out online of Tigra, but it took days. Like, I'm shocked Tigra didn't sell out in 30 minutes because that thing is so sought after. Alright, let's get into some Star Wars news here. We've got these 3 figures are arriving late on Amazon. Or, no, early. Yeah. Not sure why. Not sure how. Not sure if it's tariff driven or not, but arriving May 5th instead of July 7th. Hot Toys, 1/6 scale blurry picture of Cassian Andor, Rogue One, and K2SO. Pre-orders. Cassian is $275, K2SO $265. What, droids aren't worth as much as a human? What's going on here? There's a regression here, but I'd rather have the K2SO than a Cassian Andor figure. Now, by the way, the only Cassian Andor figure I own, I paid 3 cents for. Proud of my 3-cent purchase, but I still don't really care about it. I guess the newest, freshest news of the week is the TBOBF factory droid set revealed. The crew over at Fantha Tracks took part in an exclusive Disney Store preview event which showcased the new merchandise for their store and parks. One of the pieces is a new Droid Factory 4-pack. Now, I love droids, and there's some cool droids in here. They look pretty good, if you're into it, from the Book of Boba Fett. I gotta hand it to whoever's doing the writing over there at Yak Face. Execute Clearance 66. The Black Series Cody discontinued. And I just have a feeling this thing's gonna plague everything everywhere now that it's been clearanced out and didn't work. It seems like it just arrived too. Like, I saw a story a few days earlier. It just arrives, and now at Walmart. Now, Target's clearancing it. Interesting stuff, but I mean, if you just keep remaking the same figure over and over and over, there was a point where this figure was $100 figure, but then they reissue it, which I've made videos about reissuing. Now they can't give it away for $15. Now we're back to this picture, and I'm going to end on this note. I'm not happy when I saw $16.97 for these figures. Now, I guess that they've transitioned to this new price point of $16.97. They did this like 2 years ago, and nothing at all sold. Maybe like 2 figures sold a week. And then they put it back down to $12. And now it's back up to $16.97. Let me give you an exact number of how many of these I'm going to buy at $16.97. 0. I just don't care enough. And, you know, unless they came out with like a perfect yak face. Oh, wait. Theirs is okay. They did make that, and it's up for order at Entertainment Earth. But there's really nothing they could make that would make me want to spend $16.97 on just a standard figure. These are $10 figures. Why $16.97? I don't know. I'm tapping out. Tapping out. So let me know what you think about this week's weekly news and review. What else is going on out there that I didn't talk about? Do you really want me to make another video about tariffs? Do you want me to reveal my secrets that I think I have? Or are we just going to be paying 145% markup on MSRP, which is not how it works? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe. ThunderCats out.